this is how good Islam is, right? Because up until this moment, when Charles Oliveira finished Justin Gaethje, he just beat him up and dropped him on the feet and then submitted him on the ground. People were thinking, there's no one that can challenge Charles. Charles is at such an elite level. Islam beats him so soundly that now you're like, I don't even know if it makes sense for Charles to fight him again.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Happening at lightweight now. I hope, as crazy as it sounds, I hope Ilia goes up to 55. I really do.
To fight
about
Makhachev?
Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, 45.
I'll take that.
Ilia goes up to 55. Fuck, I don't care if he only defended the title one time or didn't.
Agree.
Who cares?
You want Ilia to fight Makhachev?
Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Let's
I think
fucking
you
go.
face a couple of those guys first, like you just said.
Yeah, it'd be
Diego.
nice, but also, who cares? Let's go. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
but Makhachev
That's if you
is
want to make the big fight for
big.
July. You want to make that big fight.
Ilia, Khabib recently said that he wanted you to face Charles before fighting Islam. He believes you beat Charles. What did you make of Khabib's comments, and why do you think he wanted you to fight Charles before fighting Islam?
Honestly, I don't care what he wants.
Question for Ilia Topuria. The former UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev was critical of you this week. He went on an interview and
We don't give a fuck about him, so save that question.
Joe Rogan just dropped a bombshell take on the potential fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev. On his podcast, Rogan praised both fighters for dominating their respective divisions and said this could be one of the biggest matchups in UFC history. He highlighted Ilia's undefeated streak and striking power while giving credit to Islam's elite grappling and high fight IQ. If this fight happens, it could shake up the entire UFC landscape. Ilia isn't just calling out Islam Makhachev. He's promising to make history by handing Islam his first submission loss. The challenge is clear, the confidence is fierce, and the fight fans have been waiting for is on the horizon.
Obviously, I know you wanted to fight Islam Makhachev. He's going to 170. Do you think he'll have success up there? Because he is one of the bigger fighters in your division right now.
Well, can you repeat that question, please?
How do you think Islam Makhachev will do at 170 when he fights Jack Della Maddalena?
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I never thought about that, so I don't know.
Ilia Topuria didn't hold back when aiming at Islam Makhachev. His trash talk was cold, calculated, and brutal. He boldly claimed that no one gives a fuck about Islam, not even in his own homeland of Dagestan. But it didn't stop there. Ilia mocked Islam's training strategy as Islam is already worried and preparing in advance. Ilia reminded everyone how Merab Dvalishvili, a fellow Georgian, dominated a Dagestani fighter. So Islam has failed strategies.
You recently said that no one gives an about Islam.
No one gives a fuck about him. Even in Dagestan, when he's fighting, the people goes to sleep and they watch his fight in the morning.
Is it true? How did you get that information?
I know that.
You know?
I know that from people that lives in Dagestan.
You got people on the ground in Dagestan.
Yeah.
Islam, I don't know if you saw this, has been training with someone that you've trained with. This guy's come 2-3 years in Dagestan. Is this Islam trying to prepare for you already?
The last fight that I remember when a Georgian faced a Dagestani guy, it was Merab against their cousin, right? We all know what happened.
But previously, Ilia Topuria explained that he doesn't think Islam Makhachev is running away from him, at least not yet. While the hype and trash talk have been heating up, Ilia showed a morsel of respect, saying that Islam isn't ducking the fight, but he thinks that the time will come when they are destined to face off.
This was meant to be Islam, that was the big talk, but he moved up to welterweight. Do you believe he moved up to welterweight to avoid you, or because he has his own goals?
Because he has his own goals. This is what I think.
Do you still think that's a fight that should happen? You guys are both forging legacies in different weight divisions. Do you think that's a massive fight that should happen?
We'll see how he does in the welterweight division. If he wins the title, I win the title in the lightweight division. Maybe I move up or he comes down to the lightweight division and we have the fight.
Ilia Topuria sends a fierce message to Islam. He is running from me. Ilia Topuria isn't just calling for the biggest fights. He's calling out Islam Makhachev directly, accusing him of dodging a real challenge. In a bold statement, Ilia claims that Islam is running scared and doesn't want to risk his legacy against someone as dangerous and well-rounded as him. Even Dana White is optimistic about Ilia and Islam's fight. He is just waiting for the results between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena. But if Islam loses, Ilia says he won't allow Islam to fight for the belt.
Is there any headway on Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena if that title fight's going to get booked soon?
I'll let you know when we get it done.
And just kind of piggybacking off that, obviously with Ilia's win, you know, everyone's really excited to potentially see a future fight with him and Islam. I know that's the fight that people wanted. Ilia said earlier this week that if Islam loses that fight, he wouldn't give the opportunity for Islam to fight for his belt again. Is that something you'd bypass? Because that seems like such a big fight to make.
I mean, this is all talk.
Speculative.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
But I imagine that's a fight you guys would want to make at some point. I mean, just the magnitude of it.
Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria said he isn't backing down from greatness. He believes if he ever stepped into the cage with the undefeated legend Khabib Nurmagomedov, he'd come out on top, no doubt about it.
საოცნებო მეტოქევინა. ჩემი საოცნებო მეტოქევინა. აი ვისაც გული დგინდა რომ ერთხელ დაუ. დიდი სიამოვნებით ოქტაგონში შევიდოდი ხაბიბ ნურმაგომედოვთან. რატო? რატო მასთან? ცხებელი რეკორდი აქვს 29-0-ზე და ატრაქტიული რეკორდი აქვს ჩემთვის. მე კიდე ისტორიულად ღირსეული ჩემპიონი არის, საპატივცემულო ჩემპიონი არის და ამარცხებ.
And that's not the end. Ilia Topuria even responds to Khabib Nurmagomedov. I'm the one to take the belt, from Islam Makhachev. Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev's rivalry has reached another level. Both want to beat each other and are still chasing today. Daniel Cormier said Khabib wouldn't have become a global superstar without Conor McGregor's rivalry taking him to the next level and making him a symbol of strength and faith. Likewise, DC thinks that Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev may need each other in order to both become legends. Rivalries create greatness.
Without Conor McGregor, Khabib doesn't go to the moon. You need that guy. And I think Ilia Topuria and Islam might be that for each other. So while you may not like each other, you may need each other to go to the next level. So I appreciate Conor for helping Khabib achieve the life that he has today. Right after Conor McGregor, he was a global superstar.
It even brought religion in there. Islam, like the religion was inspired
by Khabib.
By Khabib. Like,
because they needed him to go take care of this bad guy that was attacking everything that they stand for. If you know Khabib, he's really committed to his religion. He went and did.
Ilia Topuria has ranked as the first pound-for-pound fighter and two-division champion at the same time. While the legendary UFC analyst Din Thomas explains why he deserves that.
Ilia Topuria last weekend beat Charles Oliveira to become the lightweight champion, making him a double champ. Now, Ilia Topuria on yesterday was announced as the new #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Dean Thomas, do you agree with that? Do you think, though, that by Ilia becoming the lightweight champion, he's pound-for-pound #1?
Absolutely. When you look at his strength of schedule, when you look at the guys that he's beaten, he was already, even without the Charles Oliveira win,